Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm sure I was longer than 15 minutes, but sorry, sick kid. He needed food. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let me just call this up so I can see what's happening and turn down the volume. Okay, hello, friends. It is Friday. It's not Friday. Oh my God. It is Thursday, and I wanted to craft with this. He's the man, sweet, because Stamp Camp is coming up. And if you're not registered, you want to be registered. So remember, if you're in Canada, there are two options. You buy the suite with me using the host code and the link, and you automatically get everything you need for Stamp Camp. If you already have the bundle or the suite, then there is an option B. And if you're in the US and you would like the PDF, then there is an option for that as well. Okay, so we are going to, hello Sandy, we're gonna make a tuck fold card. So I was just thought, let's do something fun. So I did a quick spin on Pinterest to see what was what. And I saw this card, and I will give credit in the comments after. I didn't write the name down. So a tuck fold card means you have like half of a card front, and then you have this extra little piece that you're gonna put here, and it folds over, but it tucks in behind a piece of basic white or some other color that you line the inside of your card with, okay? So measurements for this card are 5.5 by 6.5. And then it's still scored at 4 1/4. So you could just do like a card front, so 5.5 by 8.5, and then you cut off 2 inches, pardon me, and then it's sort of your basic card. This one is, what was it? I think it's 3.5 by 3.5, and you score it at 3/4. Okay, so those are those two pieces. Sorry, just try to get this. You don't need to see my light, you need to see this. Piece of cardstock, which is going to go on the front here. So this is 5 1/4 by 2. All right, and we are just going to adhere that right off the hop. Hopefully this glue actually has some glue in it. I've been busy working on team swaps, and so I have been going through glue like mad. Okay. So we're just gonna center that. We're using Soft Succulent. It is one of the colors in the suite. Early Espresso, you can see, is the other color. So we could actually have double lined this if we wanted, which would have looked sharp, but can I get it off? Maybe we will. Let's do it. So now I'm going to take a piece of Early Espresso, and we are going to cut that to 5 and not 5. Well, yeah, 2 1/8. And then 5 3/8. Because then that's going to give us just a board. Yes. No, except of course I clearly can't read. So 2 1/8 by 5 1/4. 5 3/8. There. Let's try this again. Is it any longer? It's not. So what am I doing wrong? Oh my God. How long is this? This is why I should not be allowed to, well, that's 5 1/8. It's been a day, folks. It's been a day. I had to go pick my child up in the middle of a field trip today because he wasn't feeling well. Oh, for crying out loud. What am I doing? I am on smack. They're both too short. Okay, don't do this at home. 2 1/8. Please tell me that's right. Okay. I'm gonna put a mark on this because clearly I am having some judgment problems here with my measuring. And I'm not sure what's going on. Let's try this again, shall we? Oh, there's what's happening. I was on the wrong side of the half line, you guys. Okay, wow. We digress a lot. Now I'm really gonna need to use some early espresso. It's all right. Paper doesn't go bad around here. Okay, we're gonna put glue on that again. Okay, so we have a 5 1/4 by 2, which I'm framing out with a 5 3/8 by 2 1/8. And then that's gonna go on our card front. Wow, that was painful. Was it painful for you? Okay. I really love this paper. It's so cute. I love these little RVs. And I love this color combo, actually, this soft succulent and the espresso. Okay. Wow, that was painful. So there's the front of that. Let's get ourselves some basic white. And we are going to need that sort of standard in the middle, so 5 1/4 by 4. Okay. And that's gonna go on the inside. And this little piece is going to tuck underneath it. So our card is going to look like this. Okay, so we need some DSP to go on here and we need some other bits. So we're gonna use some die cuts. So 2 of the pages of the DSP in this suite are these really fun die cuts. And I was worried I was gonna lose them, so I just popped them all out and put them in a bag that I can now not get open. Oh, there we go, because it's not sealed. Oh my God. I have not been drinking, I promise. Okay, so let's find something fun. We might use that arrow. I know lots of people have been using the van, but we could actually, we can stamp. So that arrow is cute too. Let's kind of get some different things out that we might use. There's so many, they're so good. Okay, let's put them back so I don't lose them. So these are the ones I think we're gonna consider. Oh my gosh. You don't want to lose any, that's why I had them. Because there are some little bits. There's these little stars and the little corners, book corners. Okay, so just making sure we have what we need. Okay. We're left with this. This is what I'm considering. We're gonna, I saw so the one I'm casing, she actually stamped on here and I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm kind of trying to think of a card I might need. So we have Father's Day coming up, of course. I've already done most of the male birthdays in my family so far. This could be a card for anyone though. It could be an anniversary card with like together for the long haul, or every day with you is another adventure, or with this one, with you, I'm never lost. Which might be kind of fun. Now, I had taken out a couple of the other sheets of the DSP that were a little more neutral to sort of mix in here. So I think I actually like this one. And then I might use that, I think. Okay. So we are going to, this was 3, now what is it? It's 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. 2 3/4 by 3 1/2. So 2 3/4. So I'm going to go back by 1/4. So 2 1/2. By, I said it was 3 1/2, right? So we're going to go 3 1/4. And I didn't quite go far enough, so I'm just going to fix that. Okay. So then this would go on here, but I'm going to do the same thing I did over here. So I'm going to get some Sahara sand and line that. Of course, I can't find it. Interesting. Okay, let's find that. All right, it's interesting how I am missing an entire pack of cardstock. Sorry, I keep probably getting my hair in there. Okay, well, we will make do. I had another piece of paper here. Sorry, just gonna move all these scraps out of the way because obviously they are distracting me. Okay, so this is going to be no. 2 and what did I say this was? 2 3/4. So it's going to be 2 5/8, and then that was 3 1/2, so 3 and this is 3 1/4. Okay. So 3 3/8. Wow. My apologies. This was supposed to be a quick, well thought out card, and then I can't do my math. Hello, Chandra Junk. Oh my god, you've just tuned in for chaos. But that's okay. We will overcome. Adapt and overcome. All right, so now, there we go. We've got this guy on here. Okay, so far our card, oh my god, is looking like this, but you know, make sure your glue is firmly pressed down before you move it around so it's not misplaced. Yes, stunning. We are doing a stunning job here. Okay, this I'm actually going to put down with some Seal Plus because I just don't want it to move. You don't have to. You could use tear tape, you could just use the glue. I'm just being little. So, and you could decide, you could center it, you could put it a little closer to the bottom, which is kind of what I think I might do. You just want to make sure you line it up with your edge. So I'm actually going to put it a little bit further down, like that. Okay? Firmly press. And then this guy, not that guy, this one is going to go on the inside. So you could stamp on this. The person who I saw, they stamped up here. I kind of like the idea, maybe we'll stamp sorry, I don't know what just happened there. It said it was interrupted. Maybe we'll just stamp the little van down in the corner. So we can do that because we can use markers because this is red, the red rubber. So it's really easy to use our markers on. So you can see I haven't put the label on all my stamps yet. So this is the way I do it. I saw this trick and it's awesome. So we just have to, so I am going to, problem when it's not just it's a circle, it's hard to make sure it's exactly, so that's me with, as far as I can tell, the together up at the top. So it's gonna be roughly right. Okay, now, is this little van gonna, okay, let's try it. We're gonna color the van in with our soft, succulent marker. And then you're gonna huff on it. This is that little, you know, huffing technique. If you are not familiar with it, you will soon be. So you take your Stampin' Right marker, cannot be blends, do not do this with your blends markers. Has to be these water-based markers. Okay. And then you're just gonna huff on it. And then I'm going to hope, this is the problem because my label's not exactly right. So there, you can see it worked. It's a little crooked. This is where your Stamparatus would actually be, but I want to see if this is even gonna work. And then I can do it again. So I need to do it even lower. Okay, I'm gonna try once more. After that, we're gonna give up. Okay, so I am going to, I can see. Okay, well I certainly got it lower, but I still have that little bit of the circle. But you know what, that's okay. I'm gonna leave it. I think it's kind of neat. Okay, so now we are going to use your adhesive of choice. I generally don't like to use the Tombow on white cardstock. I think I'm too heavy-handed with it, and so then I feel like you can see it. So I stick to seal. That's just me. So this is going to be on the inside. Okay. And now we're going to decorate up the front. I've seen people doing some cool things with this arrow. But I think I'm kind of just gonna play around with that, and we're going to cut out a larger shape. So these dies that come with the stamp set are, let's get rid of the die cuts we're not gonna use so I don't mess them up or lose them. Okay, so I think this guy is too small, yeah. So I think I'm gonna have some fun with this die. So I think I am going to die cut. So this is perfect because we have all this early espresso I messed up. We're gonna die cut some early espresso. And I want to die cut I'm trying to think. I might die cut this too. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of it. I might not like it, but that's okay. That's how I roll. All right, and we are going to just zip this through the Big Shot. I'm just gonna do it through my Big Shot off to the side versus grabbing my mini. Okay, so we have two of these because I'm kind of thinking, and I might not like it in the end, but I kind of was thinking I like the idea, yeah, you know what, I don't mind it. The idea of kind of putting a couple of those together. And we're gonna, you know, pop all this up. So, okay. I am going to put some adhesive on here. I had it roughly like that. And then we could use our black dimensionals. We don't have to though. So I'll grab what I've got here. And then this is gonna kind of go here. So we're gonna pop that up. this is where then I often work with 2 sizes. As you can see, I've got, and then I'll just use a couple of minis. Okay. So then we're going to take this. And I have to make sure, so I'm going to keep it open, that I don't put my dimensionals off the page. Okay, so you see, so we're good. You're really gonna wanna use your bone folder to burnish this fold. And this one. Whoops. Okay. And then I'm gonna do that. And I just like the idea of this bigger tree kind of coming off and covering the one that's on there. And we're gonna do more dimensionals. So we're gonna just, we got like dimensionals up the wazoo here. So I'm gonna put dimensionals on my tree. And I am going to, which is probably not gonna work, I'm gonna put some on here as well. So let's just kind of doing that. The tree is going to cover our existing tree. So it's going to go like that. And then just trying to decide on my placement here. It's kind of going to go up here, I think. So, going to do some more dimensionals. So I'm going to just do there and there. I like this fold. It is a fun fold. It's a cute fold. Okay, and then we're going to use some of these awesome dimensionals. I don't know if anyone's even still here. I feel like this has gone on forever. And I appreciate it was a little all over the place where I couldn't even get my math right. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And then we are going to, I don't know if I like this down here now though. I probably can't get it off though because I used seal. Oh, maybe I can. After all that, right? You're probably like, oh my God, she's a mess. Little bit, folks. You just gotta be careful that if you're gonna take adhesive off, if your paper rips, as long as it rips into your card, you'll be okay. You'll see what I mean. Because I'm just gonna cover it with a new piece of, there we go. Okay. Okay, done. Oh my God. Just going with the plain white. Okay. So, try this again. Don't try this at home, folks. Or do, but, you know, learn from my mistakes, because now that I have made mistakes, you've seen me make mistakes, we've corrected said mistakes, This is why a lot of demos have already made their card, and they then show you a card like, hey, I made this earlier today and we're gonna make it again. It's not generally my style, only because I just don't have time. Okay, so we could do two things here. We could use the new soft succulent gems. I'm trying to find them. So the new in color, or like this version, look like this. So we could pull out the green, or we could use these brass ones that are rustic metallic adhesive back dots that are part of the suite. I really like this card. So I'm gonna go with these. They're two sizes, bigger and smaller. So I'm going to take a bigger one and stick it up here. And then a smaller one. I always use the pointy end of my tool, and I know lots of people use the other end. It was funny, I had an in-person card class for the first time since COVID, and I gave them this tool to use, and they were like, what do I do with this? Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh, that was painful. My apologies. I appreciate any of you, hello Janet, who actually watched the entire video. Thank you. For any of you watching the replay, please bear with it. The end result is worth it. So this is what they call a tuck fold. I will put in the comments the name of the demonstrator who I saw this fold with, and I cased her card and then changed some things up. So he's the man sweet, you guys. Mega Stamp Camp. It's coming up June 12th, 13th, 11th, 12th, that weekend. So you need to register though, because I need time to prep the make and takes for you, because there are 16 make and takes, so it's off the charts. I will put the link in to the class as well. Okay, so there's this card. I'm going to bring in the pretty background. So I think personally, if I were to make this card again, I would make this piece a little bit bigger, because I don't like how it keeps, I mean it is. It's like I said, it's just you really got to get your folds down. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a lovely evening. And yeah, hopefully I'll get on tomorrow again. It's a Pro D day, but like I said, my son is under the weather, so it's hard to say what's going to happen. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a great night.